Yo, it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about why you will have a magnetic aura about you on semen retention that will 100% amplify your manifestation powers, and it will amplify your woman attraction powers like you're some sort of superhero. If you retain your nut, if there's ever been a question about like how do I acquire more, how do I acquire more women, how do I acquire more money, how do I acquire more status, how do I acquire just things so my life is somehow better, the bottom line is if you retain your semen for an extended period of time, all those things that you want, they're not going to automatically just land on your lap, but it's going to be a kickstart to what you want. If you want all these things, you're going to have to have more energy. You're just going to have to be more energetic about your day and more enthusiastic about your every single day, even when it's brushing your teeth, waking up, and everything. Like, you have to be energetic, and you have to do certain things on purpose to try to acquire certain things that you want. Because the people with low energy, they don't really get that much. They don't really get that many things. If you have low energy, your manifestation powers, your manifestation rate will be very slow because women, money, and all the success, it likes speed. You have to act on your impulses as soon as it's given to you, or you're always going to be left waiting. And if you're constantly waiting for the right moment, you will never have the right moment. Now, as far as women attraction goes, you definitely will have a lot more options when it comes to women. Like, once you retain your nut, there's going to be some sort of distinct aura, this distinct science, this something that's literally different about you that makes you just more attractive to women. And the more you've retained, the more you've worked out, the more you meditated, the more you've read, the more you've just increased your value as a man in general, the more you're going to attract higher quality situations. We have a lot of complainers who talk about, how come I'm not attracting the right woman that I want? How come I'm not attracting the right circumstances? I'm always in the same circumstance. The reason that is because, one, your focus is on too many of the negatives. You have to start changing your conversation every single day. Start changing the conversation about what it could be instead of what it isn't. Once you do that, you've transferred energy into things that could be, and now you're putting your attention on things that could be, and you're putting water and growing onto things that you really want. You're talking about things that you really want, and that's how things sort of come up from the ground. The reason why things don't come up for you, why things seem to be always slow, always catching bad breaks, always never getting what you want, always never getting attention that you want from, let's say, women or anything like that, is because your conversation is always about what it isn't and why it isn't. Every belief that's held, the brain has no evidence but to show evidence of your beliefs. So if you have solidified, consistent beliefs, then you're going to have solidified, consistent results. But the man who likes to play what it isn't, why it's not going to work, why it's not going to work, why you should do something else, why you need a plan B, why you like to lose, why they're always looking at what other people are doing, or telling you how other people are always acting about how other people are doing, is never going to have that fulfillment that he really wants, because he's too focused on the things that he doesn't want. You have to focus on the things you want, and your manifestation powers will be amplified while you're on semen retention. So you're telling me if your manifestation powers are amplified and you're only focusing on what you actually want, and every time there's evidence that shows that what you want isn't coming, you're still on the track of trying to get what you want, even if it doesn't physically look like it's gonna happen in that moment, what you'll start to realize, you're basically creating another world with your words and thoughts. And the more you try to amplify your words and your energy, things will start secretly coming into your life. You'll start getting nudges from your intuition telling you to do certain things. Maybe it's to buy a course. Maybe it's the next time the girl looks at you or smiles at you, you actually say something. You point something out and then you start a conversation with her. But the thing is, you have to focus on what you want, and you have to have high energy. You just have to be very enthusiastic about your day. And things that can increase your energy is meditating, going to the gym, eating good foods, like drinking a lot of water and everything like that. All of these things really help to nourish the body. So like, you're not surprised when you manifest something, or you're not surprised when someone looks your way that you wanted, or you're not surprised when that girl that you like somehow makes her way next to you and now you guys are having a conversation. None of these things that happen are coincidences. The reason why good things happen to people who are retaining and actually are purposeful with their life is because they're setting that intention of, hey, I want something better, and the world has no choice but to give what you decidedly seem to focus on and what your habitual beliefs and your habitual thoughts are and your habitual habits. There's a lot of guys who like to have $1 million dreams and $1 million aspirations, but they're giving minimum wage effort. If you want all those things, there's nothing wrong with that, but you just have to realize that it's going to take belief, and it's going to have a can-do attitude, and it's going to take some sort of energy. Like, you have to amplify your energy. Everything you do has to be purposeful. If you're asking some girl, if you're asking a waiter about your order, make sure you do it with vigor and enthusiasm. If someone is asking you about something, make sure you answer it precisely and don't just beat off the bush. There has to be some sort of energy that you can exude, and women in general will start picking up on this. They'll start picking up on this, and then suddenly you'll notice them start working out next to you in the gym instead of somebody else. Suddenly they'll start asking you for directions instead of something else. Suddenly a cute woman will start asking you to help them get something from the top shelf of the grocery aisle instead of something else. And the reason why I say these examples, because some of them actually has happened to me. But the thing is, once you start having that high energy, you have to capitalize on your opportunities. Meaning, once you get that opportunity, you have to have some sort of conversation that sort of connects both of you, intertwined together. That something that she can't stop talking about. You point that out, you start talking about it, something that you and her connect deeply on, and then you talk about it. Like I said, you talk about it, and then you stop talking about it. You find that deep rapport, and you stop talking about it. And the more you do this, and then you switch on to another conversation, another topic. The more you do this, you'll start creating that bond with her that she gets only from you, and that she can't get from anybody else. And the more she gets it from you, she's gonna be like, hey, he's giving me my dopamine rush. I need more of him. And now she's gonna do everything in her power to keep you, if you're that person. But a lot of this takes high energy, and it takes you doing consistent things based on a consistent basis, so they are more attracted to you. Because you can go for 100 million days on semen retention, but if you have no social skills, if you have no charisma, if you're too logical in your interactions, if you don't give her banter or content-free conversation, she's gonna get bored easily. She's gonna get bored, and she probably wants something else. A lot of women like things that are new, hot, and fresh. So make sure you're always improving yourself, so you're always the best option when it comes to her. The point, what you're trying to do is make yourself undeniable, meaning everything about you you can't deny it, and you know that you put in work. So she has no choice but to be attracted to you if that's what you want her to do. Now, if you want to get more into this on how to attract plentiful women into your life with simple subconscious triggers that you can learn, that anybody can learn, click on the link below. I put down a free video training series on how to effortlessly attract any type of woman you want, if that's what you want. So peace out.